is natural for one to develop a facade to influence how people perceive us. Some project an image of perfection to mask their basic insecurities. Others don't have the luxury of worrying about first impressions. And some people find their best intentions often backfire. Yes, we all veil our truths, but how we leave an impression is what defines us. My name is Mary Alice Young. When I recall my time on Wisteria Lane, I think mostly of good things. Well-maintained lawns, and even better maintained housewives. Of course, there is another side to life on this idyllic street, a darker side. One that my friends and neighbors would do anything to cover up. While we all wish to be the person our neighbors envision us to be, there are always secrets we don't want our neighbors to know. Some are secrets in name only, out in the open for all the world to see, while others find that no matter how much they try to conceal the truth, somehow things always find a way to come back to the surface. As the most successful real estate broker in town, Edie Britt has always understood the importance of first impressions. A bad first impression can cause a prospective buyer to question their decision. A strong impression will allow you to beat prospective buyers to the punch. However, first impressions can often be misleading. When Edie first met her new neighbors, she thought she had met the perfect family. But as Edie and everyone else in the neighborhood will soon find out, there's no such thing as the perfect family.
Welcome to Wisteria Lane. Now that you've created your family, the first thing you should try is moving. Using your mouse, click the floor beneath the flashing arrow to move into... Well done! Now let's talk a bit about moving the camera. If you ever have a problem figuring out where you are or where you want to go, you can always move the camera to get a better view. Move excellent. With that, you are now free to explore your house and Wisteria Lane. As you do so, look for green question mark signs around the neighborhood. Clicking on these will give you helpful tips about the object or nearby area. Have fun! You've just received your first alert. Whenever you receive a goal or hint, the checkbox icon will appear to primary goals appear inside your Goals tab in blue. Secondary goals are green. To complete an episode and move on to the next one, you must complete all of your blue goals. Hello, I'm Edie. You are now involved in a conversation. To progress through a conversation, hover over one of the icons in the center of the screen to see what your dialogue options are, and then click on the line that you want to say. But choose carefully. What you say will have an impact on the flow of the conversation.
Okay. As Fairview's #1 real estate broker for 2 years running, I feel it's my obligation to show you around your new house. Do you mind if I come in? Thanks. Now let me give you a little dirt on this place.
Sometimes people have a lot to say. In those instances, a continue button will appear in the middle of the screen instead of the face emoticons you typically see. Click continue to hear more of what the other person has to say.
This house was actually built on an ancient Indian burial ground. Jesus, I'm kidding. But you should have seen the look on your face just then. Priceless. There have been a few newsworthy events on this street, however. No, I'm quite serious. Moving on. This is some nice furniture you have in here. Wow, nice big TV. Actually, I just remembered that I have an appointment I need to get to. Houses don't sell themselves, you know. Believe me, I wish they did sometimes. Anyway, if you need anything, call me on my cell. Here's the number.
At the end of a conversation, an exit button will appear in the lower center of the screen instead of standard dialogue options. Click exit to leave the conversation.
Hello, I'm Bree Vandekamp. Well, aren't you a dear? I would, but I'm having coffee with the other wives right now. In fact, the reason I came over was to see if you wanted to join us. Just go across the street and to the left. It's the big blue house with brick on the bottom and the immaculate garden. You can't miss it. Excellent. See you soon.
If you're ever unsure of where to go, follow the blue compass arrow at your feet and it will guide you to where you need to go next in order to progress with your goals. You've just acquired an object. To look at it, click on the flashing inventory button, represented by a purse, in the lower left corner of the screen. Your inventory button, indicated by a purse, is where everything you pick up will be stored. If an item can be used immediately, a Use button will appear beneath it in your inventory. Simply click on that button to use the item. Your Map button shows you where everyone lives on Wisteria Lane and allows you to move around the neighborhood more easily. If you click somewhere on the map, you will walk to that location. If you double-click on a house on the map, you'll move to that home immediately. Use the map to save time while moving around the neighborhood.
Hi, glad you could make it. And look at you, all dolled up for a girls' night out. Why don't you make yourself at home? Everyone is excited to meet the new girl on Wisteria Lane. Now that we've gotten all the formal introductions out of the way, why don't you tell us a little more about yourself?
Oh, how nice. And how long have you and your husband been together? Hello? You're a woman. Shouldn't that number be etched in your mind somewhere?
That's a very strange thing to say.
I'll say, just what do you mean by that? My, I certainly wasn't expecting you to tell us that. I'm terribly sorry I asked. Perhaps we should move on.
I don't know, Bree. It's not that bad. I know I've got more than a few moments in my life that I'd like to forget about altogether. Don't take this the wrong way, but that's just so weird. From what you're telling us, it sounds like there's a huge stretch of your life that you can't account for.
How could she possibly take that the wrong way, Gabby? I'd like to take this time to apologize on Gabrielle's behalf. Apparently she's been taking notes from the Edie Britt School of Social Etiquette.
All I'm saying is that when you only know about one half of your life, there's no telling when the other half might come back for a visit.
Ladies, what do you say we cut the small talk and get down to business,
I don't want our new neighbor to think I'm a snoop or anything, but I saw Edie do something questionable the other day. You won't think any less of me for divulging this bit of gossip, will you? I saw her sneaking around and digging through people's mailboxes while I was out jogging. My mailbox? No, it wasn't any of ours, but I thought you should all know about it.
What are you talking about?
Pills? So that's what she was looking for. I wonder what they are. They're probably special extra-strength birth control pills. You know, considering how much Edie gets around.
Or maybe it's something she puts in her date's drink. to get them all riled up. Wouldn't put it past her.
You are so going to fit in great around here.
I agree completely, and while I would love to stay and continue this discussion, I gotta go before Tom lets the kids play one of his car racing video games again.
Yeah, I better get going too. I have some work to do on my book.
Your secrets button, indicated by a folder, is where all of the dirt that you've gathered on other people in the neighborhood is stored. Of course, if you do anything secret-worthy, it will be listed here as well. Your Options button allows you to save or load your game, change game options, or quit to the main menu. This menu can also be accessed by hitting the Escape key on your keyboard.